Now then, guys, it's Smudger's The Missing Piece podcast, and I've got James Esketh on online. He's speaking to us here about his product, Sublime Sea Moss, and the support that he's giving me and the support we're going to give him to try and promote his products as best we can and get people healthy in a better mindset. So if you just want to hand over to you, mate, and just give us a shout and let me know what you're up to and what you're doing and how you're changing people's lives.
So my name is James. I run and own the business Sublime Sea Moss. My partner also runs it. Now, our goal is to basically heal, help, and enhance people with nature. Now, we get all of our stuff from Jamaica, from a guy called Kevin in St. Thomas Bay. Now, one of the things that we're trying to do is, like yourself, people like yourself who do athletes, who fight, football, rugby, we want to try and enhance them, give them the best vitality out of life that we can, and also just give the average person who seems to think that there's nothing left for them, give them another way, give them another life. And to be honest, we are all one. We're all nature, so I think that healing with nature is the best and happiest and the easiest way to do this without any minimal side effects, no chemicals, nothing like that. And to be honest, it can be exciting. Nature itself. When I'm creating my sea mosses, when I'm putting the heads with them, when I'm putting different flavors, it's exciting to see what comes out of them, to see what happens when you pair them together, what it can do for your body.
Yeah, it's like it's like alchemy again, isn't it? You know, you find you're mixing different herbs to get a different result. You know, more of one, less another. I'm very interested, and we spoke about how we're gonna move forward. I've took some sea moss from you the other week. Got some sea moss from you. Sea moss contains 92 out of 102 minerals that the body needs. Vegan friendly, and it just gives you loads, man. I've been feeling a lot clearer in my thoughts. My mood's changed in a more of a positive manner or a positive direction, and my training just seems to be a little bit smoother. Like, you know, when I'm in the ring now, I'm not having a. I mean, you don't think very much when you ring anyway. You can't be thinking very much to get in the ring. You must be pretty thick. But we do practice, and things just come a bit more naturally, a bit more smooth when you're on this stuff. When you're on it, when you're eating this, because obviously food's medicine. Of course, man, of course. So and then you got me the face mask and it's hair mask and face mask. You're gonna put it on your face, obviously on your beard. Yeah. Man. And I'm going to try this out this weekend. It's you want to tell us a bit nice? It's flaxseed oil, jojoba, and it's non-edible, so don't be trying to eat it when it's on your beard. So you had it on over there, didn't you? Did it make your face go?
Yeah. So what happens is in sea moss, one of the vitamins in sea moss is vitamin E. What that does is it locks the moisture inside your skin. So whilst you're putting the sea moss on, you're getting the moisture locked within your skin. But what also it does is it basically, the proteins of your skin, sea moss creates a layer over your skin which mimics them proteins. That's also why it tightens your skin as well. So it's creating a barrier for your face. But it's not one of these ones where when you're putting a face mask on, it's oily, it's creamy.
Pulls it off as well. Pulls all your skin off.
Nothing like that. It's literally, you just bang it on. It feels like water going on your face, but it refreshes you too.
So it's more giving, not taking.
Basically so, yeah.
That's brilliant, is that, mate? It's brilliant. So we're on about other products. So we're going to be running through some products that you got in stock, or what you're going to be pushing out there. What's that in the background? That's annoying. I know, is that?
Yeah. Sorry. No.
It blows my mind, that stuff.
Oh, listen, I have got new products, and if I can find these, right? So I'll be using these, and I will be making soursop leaf tea. Now, soursop is fantastic. I've got all my notes about everything here. Now, first of all, what I will say is that soursop, it's a brilliant. The fruit itself is amazing, but the leaves are just as good. Now, it's good for it's good for inflammatory. It's good for ridding the mucus. It's a bit like sea moss. So when you pair it with sea moss, helps even more. Now, the one thing that studies have found, not me, this is just something I'm sort of leaning towards myself, is that studies have found that it actually can be more effective than chemotherapy and stuff like this. Now, one of the reasons I mentioned that is because I want to eventually be able to try and, let's say, cure let's say cure this stuff, but they don't like that word, but we'll use it. Cure. I want to be able to get rid of all this stuff now. I do have another herb called Oncilo Negro. Now, with that being a high energy alkaline herb, I'm thinking if I create the soursop tea, but put the Oncilo with it, that could actually do something wonderful for you. Because not also is it giving you oxygen to your brain due to the Oncilo, your body's then being protected against things like inflammation and stuff like that. So soursop, whilst also building your body up. Now, I've got
oxygen's life, innit? Oxygen's life. That's why oxygen's life. We need oxygen.
That's exactly it. Now, I have many herbs. You know, I've got sarsaparilla. This is one of the best herbs you could have. Not only does this increase your testosterone, this also purifies the blood. Now, I use that word because that's what it does. It purifies the blood.
Yes.
Now, fantastic for things like STDs, great for kidneys. And you know what? Again, I'll show you properly. It's different. You know, this is not paracetamol. This is not ibuprofen. This is not chemicals.
This
is proper real nature. This is the real stuff. Now,
it's not compounded together. It is what it is. It's grown as it is.
This is something I will also be sending you. Now, this is Damiana. Now, one of the good things about this, which I will be using for children soon, is it actually can prevent bedwetting in children and the elderly. Now, there is a lot that could be said.
I could have done with that, mate. I pissed the bed sore for about 13, 14, 15 maybe. It was fucking terrible. I don't mind admitting that. Yeah, it was bad, but you know what, mate? I could have done with that. Now, my mum used to say to me, they'll have to stretch your bladder one day, so it's going to hurt. And I'm like, oh, mum, no, they're not going to have to. Fucking terrified me.
Now,
that's why I piss more.
Damiana, it increases your testosterone B in men too. So not only, obviously, you've got the sarsaparilla, you've got the Damiana. Now, it can help with things like libido, it hires libido in men and women.
He's on about this the other day.
Hyperpigmentation. I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but I could say maybe if you try using the sea moss.
Yeah, man. The thing about sea moss is, as you know yourself, a lot of people don't like the taste or the texture. That's what puts them off. I mean, I started taking sea moss and I did a 7-day fast and I've just done sea moss. And every day, even though I wanted to eat some, I had to eat that. And I think, oh, God, I'd eat your own toenails right now, but putting that in your mouth, you chew your own growing toenail off, but you see that right now, you put it in your mouth and just go, oh. But you see, when you get flavour, that you sent me that flavoured stuff there, and I could just spoon it in, and it was so smooth, and there were no bad textures. It made me gip. It had a good texture to it, mate. And the taste. I mean, look, let's be honest. The taste isn't not the best. It's not like a 3-course meal with every meal you're paying for is going to be the top dollar, and you get the best of taste because the chef's put all his best secrets in there. But what I'm saying this is they've made it. He makes it. You make it, James. The best I've tasted it so far with the flavors you're giving it, and it wasn't a chore, and now it's a fucking chore.
That's it. That's what we want for people, because as we say here, you know, start your journeys today. We want people to start your sea moss journey, but we don't want you to take it and think, you know, either I can't take the gel or it's no good for me. Now, sorry.
Hi.
It's Mrs. It's the lady.
Yeah, I was just dropping orders to someone.
Now, we do also offer capsules now. But we can do any capsule now. We can do. We've just done ginger and turmeric. We could do ginger and turmeric. We could do soursop. We could do ashwagandha, bladderwrack.
Yeah, and they've all got different types of properties to them. So they've got different types of different types of added extras. So basically, man.
And when paired together, it just becomes even better now.
Yeah.
A lot of the herbs that we're trying to basically bring over. It's not just the herb where it's good for your heart. I want to try and bring herbs which are building people back up. Not just not just immunity. Not basically
detox
to build that warrior, to get that warrior back out. Most people.
Hence why we're doing what we're doing, brother. Because
that's exactly why. Because we're going to get you back on top.
Yes, man.
Just capsules, they've got 102 out of 102 minerals that your body needs. So if you were taking them daily, you'd be getting what your body needs every single day, which is going to do for your body, isn't it?
As long as you have the water and some of the other proteins and stuff, you bang on at you. I mean, literally, you can even provide the proteins as well. So
I will be sending you one of them too.
What's that one? Oh, is that duck flower?
Yes, that's exactly it. Now I tell people,
talk about a duck flower.
I try and test people on it now. I try and say, what is it, to see if people know. Yes, it's the duck flower. Now, this duck flower is like a detox like you will never have in your life. It's an aggressive detox which lasts 4 to 8 hours.
But cleanses your entire body.
Your entire respiratory system. It cleans your intestines out. It helps. It can. I'm not saying it will. It can fix snoring. It can regulate your hormones. Not only does it do that, it gives you the great vim and vitality. Not also does it do
work
that.
for your thyroid. Work for your thyroid, I'm guessing. Thyroid good. Do any work with that?
Sea moss is good for your thyroid. Now, because sea moss is high in iodine, again, it's really good for the thyroid. Now, I will show you something else with the bladder rack. The bladder rack is also extremely high in iodine.
Right,
now,
okay, which is good for your pineal gland, yeah? Pineal gland, good for your pineal,
yeah.
Right, we've got
sea moss is very high in selenium as well, and if you're lacking in iodine or selenium, it can cause things like menstrual problems, fibroids. So it's good to get them minerals into your body because
would you be in agreement when you say this, right? The people that go through, women that go through the change are going through a process that the body is they're shutting down a certain process that they can't keep up because the body hasn't got the minerals, the nutrients, the right nutrients for their bodies. Because I don't believe that going through the change is a natural thing. Me personally, I mean, I'm not even a woman, but I consider how you women and what you women have to go through. So I would say that I do not believe that is a natural thing. It's become natural because it's forced.
From what I've read and from the things that I've tried to help people with, natural periods themselves shouldn't actually last more than 3 days. Now, most women gradually have a 7-day one, and that's because there's that much built up toxins. And the funny thing is, it's pretty much hemorrhaging. The blood's hemorrhaging, which is causing the toxins to push it out. But at the same time, when you're going down this natural path, once your body starts basically realigning itself with the way it's meant to be, you start understanding a bit more that this isn't meant to be that way. And I'll answer Derek's question. We got, well, I can't speak for Eleanor, I can't speak for anyone himself. I got personally into this field of medicine because I suffered with asthma for years. I nearly died when I was 13 because of it. But 2 years ago, I cured it. I don't suffer no more. I can run far. I can jump high. I don't need my inhaler. And one of the things I will say is, on the back of the inhaler, there's aluminum in it. And that was the thing, you know what I mean? I don't want to have metals within my body whilst trying to remove metals.
Yeah, and it's a similar story for me. I used to really suffer with my mental health. And I was on all these different medications, and I was just getting worse and worse. And then James, you started getting this before me. You started to learn about it before me, and then you showed me how to heal the natural way, using natural herbs and sea moss to heal your body. And everyone has the down days, but I don't really ever suffer with mental health anymore, and that is, I believe, all down to the organic products that I take. So it has helped us ourselves, and that's why we want it out there so much, because we want people to understand that it really does help.
That's exactly what the fight was for. For my own personal thing was, once I started to wake up and see what the world was really about. Once I woke up and smelled the coffee, and just smelled how bad it was. I decided that when I went back to the ring, when I decided to go back to the ring, I thought, if there's anything I can do in this journey now, is promote good, healthy living, organic, natural food remedies, anything that's natural, that's meant to be for the body, and denounce any of the shit that I had been doing, or any other fighter does. I'd like to help them with their journey. So when I'm on this journey here, I want to get in that ring like we spoke before, and so the people that are listening and watching can understand that and understand that I want to get to the ring in a peak condition with not using any of the other shit like the whey proteins and all this other stuff that I all take, and getting there looking and feeling the best I can with the likes of yourself on my shoulder, because I believe in your products. I believe in the product, and I think anyone watching this, when they see the end of this journey, I think they'll believe in the products as well, massively.
Yeah, we massively believe in our products, and that's what we do. We want to advertise and get it out to as many people, because we do massively believe in our products, and we want everyone to be as healthy as they possibly can be without having to take all these things that give you side effects and can help you, but also make you worse at the same time.
One of them, like you just said, whey. Now, whey protein, many people don't know that. Your whey protein, basically, so it starts off from the cow. Cow, you get the milk. People drink the milk. From the milk comes the cheese. Now, when it's all said and done, when there's nothing left from the cheese but the shite, that's your whey protein. That's not really what you should be putting. That's dairy. Dairy is very, very inflammatory, very in your body.
It can be really addictive as well, dairy.
Now,
I've just had some halloumi. So I don't really eat dairy. I don't eat milk, drink milk. I don't have. The only thing I have is a bit of halloumi.
Failure. Listen, it is. You can't. The thing is, because this country, what we grew up in, is a very societal one. So whatever society does is whatever society's doing. There's no sort of. There's more people now sort of breaking the chain. Yeah, there's more. Back in the day when we were kids, and obviously when yourself were kids, whatever was put in front of us, we were eating. Whatever was put in front of us, we were doing. So we all have this part to play of trying to
age of information.
Age of information now. Breaking free of the generational traumas, breaking free of the habits, the addictions we all have. And this is another thing why we're here too. We don't want to just provide stuff like this. We also want to give mental clarity. We want to help people unlock their mind as well as the body.
Yes, brother. Yeah, is that exactly what I'm getting at? Exactly, because the mind controls the body, and our body helps control the mind. So it's a yin and yang. It's a battle. It's a battle.
How powerful the mind is as well. It's such a powerful tool, man. When you know how to use it properly.
That's the first thing they did. The first thing they did was attack the mind so that they could get addiction. Without the mind being attacked, our mind would be balanced. If our mind was balanced, we would see the fuckers who they are, because our eyes would see the fuckers. But
exactly right.
Got a friend on here called Derek, and she's called Derek, by the way. I know she comes up as Derek, but she's called Derek. I also have been diagnosed with a big heart. She suffers with heart problem where her heart's expanded and gotten big. And this is what I believe. I believe this. The more stress you put under, the more your heart starts to break, so to speak. Was it a metaphorical term? The more your heart loses its pulse, its vibrational frequency, and that vibrational frequency holds its form. As it loses its form, it starts to spread because it starts to lose its energy. It starts to lose its toroidal field, and as that happens, that's why people are getting myocarditis and the heart's getting inflamed, because the heart can't hold the light in them, or it can't hold that power, can't hold that energy. There you go. Yeah. So anybody that can strengthen the heart with stuff like seeds from dandelions or any sort of medicine, because everything can be fixed. Everything can be fixed. Everything in your body can be healed, including your heart and your brain. Even though I didn't realise how much it can happen. Maybe not your brain, but I think your heart 100% can be fixed.
Well, many people don't realise this, but see that?
Yeah. Stringing.
Now, this grows in your back garden. I get it from Jamaica, but that grows in your garden now. This is one of the best heart medicines on the planet too. And nettle tea. This is something I will also be doing. Nettle tea. I used to drink it all the time. It was so good. Now, what I think, growing up, the life that I had was a very inflammatory, dairy, sugary type one. So I have suffered with my heart, and I don't really know more, but I used to get a twinge and a pulling pain. But since drinking this stuff, nettle tea, having things like burdock root, dandelion, milk thistle, all stuff like that.
Even something as simple as switching caffeine to your herbal tea, that makes a difference. Just a little, even starting off with a little tiny change.
On that. You know what? My mother started making dandelion honey, and she was starting making nettle honey. And I think the stuff, I'll send you some over. But honestly, you need to jump on that stuff, because the dandelion honey, she puts key limes and other citric acids in there for cancers. And I put the RSO in there, a bit of RSO. And then obviously, and non-refined sugars from India. And then obviously natural products of the seeds from the dandelion and the nettle. So you've got a big massive punch for your heart, for your mind, your body, your soul. Just takes you in all directions.
There is a herb for every single ailment. There is not one ailment on this planet that there's not a herb for, because everyone needs to understand that every single ailment starts where you don't grab that ailment. You don't. It starts in here.
Of course, man. And we had a plant We had a plant.
That's
Nature's
exactly
not against
it.
us. Nature's not against us. I think
Exactly
we're in the Garden of Eden without even knowing it. We're already in the Garden of Eden. We just decided to start
Yeah.
taking the devil's
Right.
apple, the devil's choice.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Like
The
that
devil,
begota. Is it begota? The begota.
yeah.
There's a begota seed or begota root, and that just completely regenerates your mind. Are you going down? Right. Yeah, completely regenerates you, gives you like a regression, a 24-hour regression. You start to go back and think of things. You revisit your memories of shit you've done, and it fully detoxifies your mind. And apparently, when you come off the 24-hour detox, you're then free of addictions. And they keep this from us. It's in Africa. This stuff's in Africa. There's certain places you can find it. I think it's in the Amazonian jungle and stuff, and you can find this stuff, and it really does reset you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So many things I look at now and I think I'm learning about, and I think how come this wasn't shown to me earlier at a young age growing up, because it could have stopped, prevented a lot of problems.
The powers that be.
Yeah.
John D. Rockefeller, the motherfucker.
There you go, 1800. It's in the 1800s, let's get to it. In the 1800s, he swapped from the herbal medicine, the natural medicine. He completely got rid of evidence for petroleum medicine. Now, most people want to say to them, what is petroleum medicine? I don't know. It's in the name.
It's addictive.
Petrol, exactly it. You are putting oil all over your face when you're putting Vaseline. You don't realise different types of medicine have things like sodium benzoate, have things like potassium chloride, have things like citric acid, polyethylene glycol. All of this stuff inside your medicine, it's slowly killing you.
Roundup.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in
You've
loads
got
of
things
stuff,
like
man.
MRC 35, I think it is, the male recombinant. And then you've got even the vaccines, you've got that. Yeah. All your medicine now is basically designed to keep you just living so that you can take that little bit extra help.
Yes.
We want you to live to the max.
Yeah, of course, man. That's what it's about. You know, they want to achieve immortality, but we don't have to achieve immortality. We just have to enjoy the time we've got. But the time should be longer than the time we've been given. Because realistically, man, you know, we were living for hundreds of years before we started getting raped of our health. Before we started getting indoctrinated with the wrong teachings and wrongdoings of what we thought was real. So, you know, flipping the mind back over now and helping people understand what really is good for them, what really isn't. You know, and we've got to have sin. We've got to have sin, but we've got to be mindful of it. We've got to be more mindful of how often we indulge. We indulge far too much, you know, and we don't enjoy enough.
A lot of people, and I say this to my partners, a lot of people need to understand that you can live this way of life. You can have your herbs. You can look after yourself and have self-care, but you still need to have that let's say that beast within you, you know, because there's always going to be people who are going to try to pull that way. There's always going to be just energies that are going to make you think that what you're doing is not right for people. You know, even to this day, there's still energies.
Of course, man. The age-old saying is, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than
a garden in a war.
Yeah, yes, man. So prepare your body for the worst, but enjoy the best.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Don't expect anything off anybody. Just get to it. Live your life and be happy. As long as you're a good, honest person, honestly, you can do whatever you want. Nature, the universe, it will all come to you. You can manifest it. But I think you can't if you don't have the right intention. Intention is such an important thing.
No one's coming to save you, so you've got to save yourself.
Yeah.
Do that. You've got to be able to get the best you can be to be able to do that.
Yeah, man, I think getting this information out is helping people to. Well, the thing is, like you said, it helps with depression. Yeah, it helps get your mindset clear and focused and straight to focus on what you really wanted instead of other people's shit. So if we can get people on this journey with us to start using the things that you've got to help, then their minds will start to become clearer and they'll start to see it for what it is, and then we'll start to bump our strength up. You know, we're only as strong as our weakest man. Only strong as our weakest woman. So realistically, we need to get our weakest and our weakest of all as strong as we can. I think this journey here with the boxing will definitely open a lot of people's eyes. So it all now depends on how we go forward. You know, what do we use and why. So what's the next product and what's the schedule? What's the plan?
Next plan. I'm thinking maybe. The next plan will be more herbs than CMOS. Now you've experienced the CMOS, now experience herbs. And this is why I say to everyone, I'm not going to give you I will not give anybody anything I wouldn't do myself. I would not. I wouldn't tell anybody no snake oil or nothing like this because I want to. The intention I want to make you the beast that you can be. So I think soursop tea. I think that's definitely going to be a good one for you.
It sounds
right?
mad.
Strong back, right? This is the one for you as a fighter. Yeah. Now, what it does, it strengthens the upper and your lower back, which also helps to maintain a correct posture. But not also does it do that. It relaxes, builds stamina. It relaxes the muscles of your lungs, which actually makes it easier too. So, you know, when you're taking in oxygen, you're having that. You're pairing that with this bad boy, which is ashwagandha, which is what you've had. This increases the amount of oxygen your body can intake. So imagine that. You're getting your oxygen increased, you're getting your lungs relaxed.
Your back supported.
Your back supported.
It's a big thing for me. Massive thing for me, you know, make sure my back's right. Huge.
Increases your muscle mass. You're going to be a powerhouse, and that's the thing. But this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to, out of the ashes comes the phoenix. Everybody needs to understand, everyone, you are all warriors, we're all warriors, just you need to wake out within.
With sending sea moss and herbs as well, it's just that together, herbs and sea moss together, it's such a powerful combination.
Yeah.
Just feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
No, listen, you'll be on top of the dimension.
Yeah.
Not this world. Now, what I will be doing as well, I think this is
Egyptian,
pure Egyptian chamomile. Yeah. Now, strong. What I'm going to be doing, maybe doing some tablets with this, with something, and I can send them to you. That way, of a night time, you can start getting that rest that you need.
Okay.
Now, the one thing, I think it was, right, Damiana. Now, if I can remember what it was, Damiana, that's it, yeah. Right, definitely be sending you the Damiana. I knew it was this because it's got a very high level of beta carotene in. And now, yes, what it does, really good for your vision, really, really good. Now, as a fighter, you don't want blurry vision.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you want that 20/20 vision so you can see that punch before it even comes. And that's
unless you got
doing.
Blood in your eyes, so I have to make sure at least one of my eyes is good. So,
listen,
definitely.
CMOS acts as an anticoagulant, so what that does, it thins your blood.
Yes.
That's a good thing. People get scared when you hear that, but it's a good thing. You want your blood thinner because if you haven't, how can the oxygen travel to your body? How can your cells? How can your blood? It can't. Many people who are bodybuilders, if you compare them to someone who's 14 stone, you'd find the bodybuilders are unhealthier because what happens is when your muscles are too tight, when your blood's too thick, it cannot travel.
Yeah, can't.
That's why you find a lot of them have heart problems because the heart's not pumping fast enough, the blood's too thin. So that's why CMOS helps. Because now also you're getting the minerals, you're thinning your blood, you're building your body back.
Yeah,
but then
circulation
is really good at putting on your wounds. So that with cords and sealer, I think will be brilliant. Because cords and sealer is an antiseptic, can be used as an antiseptic wound sealer. So that pairs with CMOS, which also helps your connective tissue. It will be really good at helping your wounds heal faster as well. So that will also help massively in what you do.
So I'm just going to read this there.
Oh yeah.
I'll take it to cover. They mixed up my prescription for now. That's one reason why we started this too. Because people, there's so many people. You like myself. I went to the doctor. This was the last time I ever went. This was years and years ago. I went to the doctor again, as I said before, about my heart, saying, my heart was hurting, doctor. It feels like someone's standing on it. And all he did was laugh at me and say, "We'll give you antibiotics." What's that going to do for me? That's not going to heal me. I knew all I was going to do was press that back in. And most people need to know that. You need that when you take your tablet, when you're taking your ibuprofen, your paracetamol, you are doing nothing but putting that right back into your system. The headache's not the problem. The headache is the cause of the source. The source of the problem, the source of inflammation. Inflammation is a massive thing.
I've got a bit of a take on that on the brain. So your brain only has one pain receptor, and that pain receptor is for the rest of your body. Your brain doesn't need any sort of anaesthetic when you're having brain surgery, which means that your brain doesn't feel pain. The only thing that you feel in your head is the actual one pain receptor for the rest of your body. That's why when you bite your finger, if you've got something wrong with the rest of your body, it'll maybe transfer the pain because you kind of feel it pain in one place. It might feel like it's there, but it's not. It's in your mind. So if that part of your body is injured and you've got an headache, then that is significant, or it's directly connected with that part of the brain. So if someone says you've got an headache and say I've got an headache here or here or here or here, whatever they say, the doctor asks you, well, that's significant to that part of your body that needs help, that needs specific nutrients or specific vitamins and help and need. If you cut that signal off for your brain doesn't tell your body what you need anymore, and that pain doesn't go because you're not feeding your body the things you need, then your body presents itself with an external issue, and the external issue has to then be fixed by the doctors, the pharmakeia. So what happens then is the paracetamol or the aspirin, anything you're trying to block that signal from getting to you to tell you need something very, very beneficial to your body because it's detrimental that you get it in there, then you're connecting, you're stopping the synapses, you're stopping the connection, and you're creating that issue. So don't ignore your headache. Go get yourself some water, get some nutrients, get some vitamins, get some minerals, get some sea moss, and get rid of that headache.
Get that moss right in. Now, what I will say to people, if anybody's looking on delving into holistic health and you just don't know where, try this. Now, I found this book having delved already into holistic health. And when I found this book, when I found this man, Dr. Layla Africa, one of the greatest people right there. Now, this book has a lot of. Now, I'm not going to go through it all, but I'll just give you a little quick run through.
He's up there with like Dr. Sebi and.
I'm about to say about Dr. Sebi. No, Dr. Sebi's up there.
This book, it teaches you about vitamins. It teaches you about, let's say, it even teaches you on addiction. It teaches you what addiction is, how to heal it, what it does for your soul, your spirit, your body, your mind, the environment. It teaches you things like reflexology.
It teaches you about how to heal your spirit as well, like how to.
Yeah, you've got this. Now, this bit is a subsection called Herbs, Africa, and History. So let's say fennel, frankincense, gotu kola, herbane, henna, horsetail. It tells you about all of them.
So you've got a full rundown on everything.
And it's even got things like the MART, the principles of diet. So things like, so there's a food, there's a cake. Do I need that? Do I feel it? Do I want it?
Yeah, does it resonate with you?
That's it. Now, I'll give you an example. So here's my notes. The MART, some principles of diet. So truth. Am I really hungry? That's something that you ask yourself. Many people go for food, and then if I sometimes I'll say, why are we actually eating? We don't even know why we're eating because it's habitual.
Or trauma. It's trauma in your
It's comfort. You're comforting yourself because you've got nothing to do with yourself. You don't have to sit by yourself. You don't have to think about things you're doing or done, regress, go back and look at what is it's keeping you down. You just go and eat instead. You go and do something with your body to preoccupy your body. That's what we're doing. And it gives our body something to do in the meantime. It's a mechanism, a coping mechanism. That's what exactly it is. It's a coping mechanism. And too much food is just it's gluttony and greed. You know, when we're big and fat, we're inflamed, and when we're inflamed, we're in dis-ease, and when we're in dis-ease, we're diseased.
Diseased within the body. That's what it is. Man. It's not disease.
No, it's dis-ease. It's a dis-ease.
Your body is a dis-ease. And again, this book, this teaches you about dis-ease. Honestly, Amazon, £15. This is one of the. If you're looking on how to heal yourself naturally, do please buy this book. This is one of the greatest.
I also got a book. 1 second, I got a book as well, right? Just for people if they want to know for what's coming, Stay there, mate. Let's try this. And this given to me by Dr. Joe Whitaker, who you know. She brought them up. Oh, yeah. And this one is Herbs and Healing Plants of Britain and Europe. So you can just go get this book, and it's got an index. It's also got colours. So if you look through this, right, it's got colours for each of the plants. So if you find the plants white, pink, yellow, blue, purple, and you can look for that plant in that colour. So obviously straight away you can see the colour. You can find the page specific to that plant, and then see if it's edible, if you can eat, if it's going to heal you. You know, it's a fucking great book to have. It's called Herbs and Healing Plants of Britain and Europe, Collins Nature Guides. Get it, guys.
What we'll do for about 5 minutes, I'll show people Like, because this
Yes,
Michael
man.
here. So natural herbs are always the best. So we'll show you some natural herbs. Okay.
Yes, brother. Also, yeah, the parasites. Too much food feeds the parasites.
Now
Yeah, and the gut. Yeah.
we do have herbs which also remove parasites. Always remember that too.
Yes,
Duck
man.
flour and cordon silo.
Yes, man.
Now,
That's another thing I want to speak to you about. You know, duck flour. I want to speak about this because this is gonna be a really, really harsh detox. And I've done Cambo, but this is an 8-hour detox, is it not?
right,
So,
what happens is, depending on how your immune system takes the change within the body, it can be anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. But again, it will cause vomiting, it will cause nausea, it will cause headaches, will cause fatigue, may cause diarrhea,
what caused
stomach
death?
ache. But I will, again, I'd take it for what it does. It is fantastic.
As soon as I finish breastfeeding, I'm gonna try it. I just can't have it while
Yes,
I'm
yes.
Women and
Good
kids
on you,
can't
love.
have
Good
it.
on you. Good on you. Good on you for doing that as
But
well. Breastfeeding.
now,
I'm a big advocate of that. Massive
I
advocate.
know, I am
breastfeed,
too, because I can
breastfeed.
talk about it all day.
I
Again,
am,
though,
especially now. I am, especially now. You know,
most things we do is all natural. We
yeah,
don't like when she gave birth, she didn't have nothing. No, nothing.
No.
We had a home
yes.
birth and she had it in the pool. That was it. Now,
My wife did that. My wife did that.
Yeah, felt proud in the end because I knew that I'd given my son the best start to life because it was an all natural start. No drugs, no.
Now, just to show you,
I want to add to that while you're showing this. Oh, sorry, you're going. Is that there? Is that duck leaf? Duck flower?
That's the duck flower that's been dried. Now, what you do is you rehydrate that for an hour. Now, you then
Can't wait for this.
you eat the duck flower like it's lettuce. Then you drink the water. Then basically you just wait for inertia to just.
Fucking hell. You know, I did Cambo for the first time last year, yeah? And I did 15 dots in 3 days. I did the first day I had 6 dots, the second day I had 5 dots, and the third day I had 4 dots, yeah. And the third day I drank my 6 litres of water. I was drinking my 6 litres of water, so as I'm drinking it, it would just stay in my gut and it wouldn't come out. And I like trying to get it up, trying to put things that back and forth, it just wouldn't come out. And I'm thinking, wow, I'm feeling like that kid off Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. The fact when it gets too fat, I feel like him. I feel like I'm just bloating. And this guy, one of the guys, come up to me, a guy called Tim, and he has a big, massive drum, and he hits the drum over my back, just over my back end, and my ass started vibrating. I'm like, "Oh, you doing it? I'm just helping it come out. Come out! Oh my days!" I tell you what, mate, it shook something. It was weird. But if you're ever having a bit of this constipation, get yourself a drum in the toilet, guys. It fucking works a treat. It might come out the other end. It might come out the other end, like, but you never know.
You know what? I'll be ordering a gong after the end of this. You know what I'm telling you. Now,
fuck that.
This is your strong back, right? This can be made into a tea. It can also be made into tincture, capsules, powder. I'm trying to show you.
A lot of these herbs can be put together to make a powerful tonic for different things. So that's what we're going to start doing as well.
So basically, just to give you a sort of rundown, that's it. So this is what strong back. Now, strong backs are the name Marinda Roya, right? This is basically, again, the main thing about this is the fact that it relaxes the muscles around, it relaxes your muscles around your bones, and the fact that it strengthens your back. Now,
it also relaxes your back muscles as well, so it relieves like really any tension. Yeah.
For recovery.
Yeah.
It also helps with vitality too. It's, to be fair, it's also used to treat jaundice, scurvy, digestive conditions, and lumbago.
There you go, guys. If you're hearing this, get on it. Spread this word around because it's helping people all over the world. Good, man. That's amazing.
We know the sarsaparilla. This is also good with kidneys, also good with things like helping anti-cancer, stuff like this. Now, I've set the blood purifier.
I'm honoured to be on board, me, bro. I'm honoured to be on board. Thank you, mate. I'm honoured.
Listen, I'm honoured to be able to provide this for people because many people don't know what this stuff is.
Nah, man, I see that.
To be able to say to someone, look at that, this is this, it does this, do you want it?
Yeah. That's good, that, man.
Now,
knowing that you do good for somebody, your health, to help
yes.
someone heal and
Now, yeah.
natural way.
I'm going to open this up. I'm going to give you a little few benefits. This is Damiana. This
Damiana.
is top Damiana, right? Now, you can smoke this. Now, it's not the best, right? I will say.
That's what.
Yeah, I can't advise smoking to people really. Your lungs are not made.
Yeah, I don't smoke out anyway, mate. It's not my thing. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's not made for smoking. You're not made for burning your lungs. Lungs aren't made for inhaling that sort of stuff.
It. But you can. Now, I'll say some of the benefits. So again, sorry.
It is better to smoke that than
tobacco.
nicotine or
Yeah. I get you.
Someone who likes to smoke cigarettes, that's a better alternative. It can actually have this. It has similar effects to marijuana in the sense that it relaxes your body. It doesn't get you high. It relaxes your body. So the nice CBD type effects, that's what it has. Now, again, it increases the production of testosterone B. It can increase the libido of men and women. It aids in weight loss by boosting metabolism. This can actually eliminate the symptoms of depression. That's a big thing. Yeah,
that's a world beater. That's a world changer.
This not only it functions as a natural laxative too. It relieves headaches, migraines. It promotes antioxidant activity, so damage done by free radicals. Which again, I think more people need to know what free radicals are. Which we can talk about.
Can we not take that with duck flower then? That seems to get rid of headaches and.
Right.
It's a joke, obviously. Yeah.
Now, okay. So
I'm not scared of anything, me, bro, but I'm a bit cautious of this. I'm gonna still do it, but yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna get you one sent out because you need to feel this. You're gonna.
You know what, mate? I'm gonna record this. I'll record. I will actually do a doc. I'll document it. I'll document it.
Yes.
Really good idea.
Yes.
I'll document. I'll show people what we're going through, but I'll show them that the pain is worth the pleasure. That the suffering. We need suffering to fix ourselves.
Yeah.
Michael, by the way, that's our Instagram, Sublime CMOS, because obviously you said about the herbs. Now we need to make a menu for the herbs first, because again, like I said before, I want to get these herbs. Ellie wants to get them. We want to give them to people as quick as we can. We want to get the benefits to them. But I don't want to give you this as a capsule when it'd be better as a tincture, and just trying to work out the best way for you to get benefits first, because I want you to feel like a lion again.
Yeah, some herbs are best boiled, some herbs are best powdered, so each one is
it's preparation.
That's why these herbs, it takes a bit longer with this type of stuff than CMOS, because you've got to properly know this. Like this, many people know spirulina. Many people go and get spirulina tablets. Now, obviously, as I've showed you before, this actually is real spirulina. This is what real spirulina looks like.
Raw.
The pure, raw version of it. Now, it stinks really bad at the sea, but if you can look, it's just white, which is the sea salt, which is on it.
Yeah.
Now, that is fantastic for iron, fantastic for protein.
Thyroid as well. Really good to have your thyroid.
You just let me know, mate, and I'll tell you exactly how I'm feeling on it every time. Every time, you just let me know, and I'll get a post up, because I'm excited now. I'm excited to see the changes.
That's what we want, honest feedback.
Exactly.
We want that. We want people to get excited.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think, oh, I need a tablet. I want you to think, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna get that spirulina pad, just something like that.
Bro, I wake up every morning, bro, and I go to my cupboard of medicines, and I just take everything I can that I know is good for my body, everything, and I don't let no stone unturned. I literally make sure that I'm keep on top of myself for that. I mean, not just for the boxing, just in general anyway. So this to me, and I imagine a lot of other people that want to get on this will be buzzing. They'll be excited because they know that it's going to be good for them.
This is the big boy. Sorry, no, go on.
And that's why we say start your journey, because it is a journey. Like every day when I wake up, like even with the CMOS, I wake up and I'm thinking, yes, I get to have my CMOS this morning.
Yeah.
I get to give myself that boost of energy. So it is a journey that you want to go.
Now then, this this is what I will definitely. You are definitely getting this one. This is the high energy alkaline herb.
Yep.
This is
Alkaline. Love it.
really right. Its other name's called Matico, because what it was basically it was a Spanish soldier called Matico found the effects that it had on his wounds, and it's an amazing antiseptic. It's an amazing, right? Not also does it do that, as I explained before, this supplies oxygen to your brain. This is something that not many plants can actually do the way this does. This is honestly by far one of the best herbs I've ever seen in my life. This Cordon Silo Negro, that's what its name is. Now, I need to move all these. I've got loads of these in the way. Right. Now, it can be used to treat digestion problems like vomiting, nausea, stomachache, dyspepsia, dysentery. It can serve as a carminative. Now, what that means is a carminative is something that expels gas from the body. So people who have trapped, it actually helps to release it. But whilst releasing it, it actually stops it from building back up again.
So it's preventive as well. So it's restrictive and preventive.
Oh yes. Well, it can also be used to prevent blood loss from internal bleeding. It can also be used to cure respiratory problems like colds, flus, coughs, bronchitis, pneumonia.
So I'd like to add to the alkaline. We are born through alkaline sperm. Sperm is alkaline.
Yeah.
It takes 40 drops of blood to create one lot of sperm, a dose of sperm. Yeah. So let me just tell you that alkaline is power. Alkaline is energy, and alkaline is electric. It's powerful. That's why you see this so strong. We are electric, yeah. So when they're putting your body into an acidic environment, they're taking away your power, your energy. Like when you got porn, you're constantly shooting your load down the toilet. I'm gonna say it on here because that is what it is. When people do that, they're actually taking away their power. They're taking away their essence. So stay alkaline.
Because not also it's trauma. You're giving yourself trauma, and the thing is, and
stops the brain from working.
We'll be honest for everyone now. You're watching porn, and the stuff you're watching may not live up to your expectations in life.
Your mind,
that puts you off. Not also does it do that. You're destroying you as a man. And this speaking. As a man myself, I was born to be a man. I wasn't born to be this beta boy or a woman. I was born to be me, a man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, got you.
I think by doing this stuff, by ejaculating and doing all this stuff that you know is not good for you, not good for your body, and especially not good for your mind, I don't want to do that. I lean away from stuff like that because, again, I'm a man. And if I sit there and
it's not good, is it, mate? What I'm saying, the sperm that you don't use actually goes up through your spinal cord, goes up into your pineal gland, and it helps fire your pineal gland up. It helps your pineal gland to activate. And if you just constantly waste it, then you're not using your mind, you're not using your brain fully.
Yeah.
Kundalini,
yeah, you go, mate. There you go.
People need to know this. People need to wake up to the fact that your body, it's not just a human body. It's a battery. It's a receiver. It's an actual. It's a vessel. I am using this vessel now to do this.
Yeah,
I'm not me. I am the me that's saying I want you to be the best.
Yeah, got you, man. Got you.
Me that wants to help now. Again, we've got all these herbs, but not also are we going to be given the herbs, not also are we going to be helping you with the herbs. We're also going to try again and open up the mind in different ways too.
People how to do the mind, and look for spirituality because that is important to me. I think.
Yeah, of course, man.
The one thing that I will be trying to do within the next few years, I tried with Eleanor. Sorry.
It sounds so weird saying that.
No, I want to try and help people basically revert back to who they are meant to be.
Yeah.
Not who they are, who they were, who they're meant to be. Yeah, everyone knows who they're meant to be. You've got to wake that up, though. And I feel like I can do that for people. But you have to want it.
Yeah,
now, people can say, I want to do it. No, you've got to have that fire.
That determination,
motivation. You have to be willing to give up everything, even though you have nothing. That's the only way through. That's the only way to become the best you can be.
It's changing your lifestyle up because the things that we do in everyday life are poisons to us. So it's about changing up your life, and then as we all change up our lives together, I see that we all start moving in the same direction. But I don't mean like in the same direction, all the same person. But I mean we can start moving in a positive direction, direction that we need to move in. I just wanted to ask you. It's a question that I had in my mind. I just thought I'd ask. What's been your biggest achievement so far with the products you've had? You must have affected some person, some people. And absolutely fucking blown them.
I've had people with rheumatoid arthritis say that it's eased up. I've had someone say with restless leg syndrome that they don't suffer with it no more. People have come to me saying it's helped them sleep. Depression's been eased, anxiety's been eased, energy levels, faces. Well, the one thing I'll 100% say, if you want more energy, I can give you it. Like, it's not. A lot of stuff I can't say fully again, because when you do these courses and when you start learning, you can't just go out saying I can do that. But the one thing I can say, I can give you and will give you more energy if you need it. More energy.
Even things like our face mask and our hair mask, people absolutely love our hair mask because it is so many. I use it on my hair religiously every week, and it is really, really good at strengthening the hair. I mean, I know that's not the main thing that we do, but the thing is, the one thing that you need to learn more about as well is that your hair is like an antenna.
Yeah, it's connection to source. That's why I shave our hair when you got joint army and stuff.
You've got to, you strengthen that shit, man.
Samson Delilah.
When you hear greasy, it's nutrients, vitamins. That's what it is. It's nutrients.
Samson and Delilah, and your hair absorbs the light frequency. It absorbs the energy from the sun. It's and the wind gives you. When you feel the wind on your beard and stuff, do you not feel like little tingles? I feel like there's something around me sometimes. Like, what the fuck is that? And it's not wind. It's just my beard starts to tingle. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's tingling. You know what I mean? But I might do a thing tonight. I might do my face mask tonight. Get some pictures up. Get a video up. Do again. I fucking put it up for you. How about that?
Get it right on. Get it right on. Honestly, I think that.
Maybe using the face mask, the face wash, and moisturizer, so it's however you want to have it as well.
Plus, you can use it as many times as you want. It's not one of them where it's like use this many. Otherwise, no, you put as much on as you want, as long as you want, however you want. It's literally, for me, as I said, I'll give you the key. You just need to walk through the door. I'll tell you how to do it, but you need to do it. But
so if there's any,
I'm going to be using my CMOS hair mask tonight, so I will be putting that on our story and posting about it as well, because
face mask.
It is.
Yes. So if there's any fighters on here, that they're not watching it now but watching it later, and you're very interested, please get in touch with these two, because these two are going to do some miracles for your fight, and I guarantee you it will change your fight game up massively. Because even in the week that I've taken CMOS, I've taken CMOS before, but I don't. What did you put in that one? Did you put some? You must have put that testosterone stuff in there, something, because I did feel quite fucking. Come on, do you want it?
Right. So what we did?
Come on, what do you want?
Ashwagandha.
Oh, so that'll be ashwagandha for one.
Now again, I made you one specific. The one thing I like to do, I like to tailor CMOS to people. So I won't. People say what you recommend, but I like to say to people, it's not about what I recommend.
What your ailments are.
It's about what are you looking for, and what do you suffer with? If you're looking for something similar to what you suffer with, then I will tailor that to that. If you're looking for something different, I will tailor it to that. But that's what I like to know now. Because you're a fighter.
I'm addicted to truth. I get in the lie detector when I fight. That's the truth, isn't it? You find the truth. Addicted to the truth.
If you're not questioning, then what are you? If you're not questioning the truth. But no, I specifically made one that I know would improve you as a male.
So CMOS Gold, you put it down as, and you've got organic agave, ashwagandha, hemp seeds that are roasted, strawberry, and it lasted. You did it on the 14th of the 6th, 2022, yeah? Oh no, so it lasted the 14th of the 6th, 2022. Oh. And it took me a week to eat that, so it lasts 2 weeks, I'm guessing.
So we have these jars. These are our 275. They last a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then we have our 500 milliliter jars, which last for 3 weeks. Now, depending on...
I mean, it does depend on the dosage that you have. I think I like to say with CMOS is it does... the dosage differs for everyone. James takes 4 a day.
Yeah.
I can't take 4 a day.
I did 3. Yeah, did 3. I was doing 3 a day. Yeah,
nice.
So.
Boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, dosage differs for everyone, so it does depend how much you take as well, how long it lasts.
Yeah, I do a lot of bike riding back and forth to the gym, right? Which isn't a short distance, and I do find that just getting these. I mean, I find those quite easy anyway, but I find them really easy. Like I've that extra energy I've got. Yeah, man, it's it's definitely noticeable.
That's what I want, though.
Remember, it's amazing for energy. I love it. But it gives me, because obviously breastfeeding, and with a 5-year-old, I am a lot more tired. But the CMOS does it massively raises my energy levels.
It does that though as well, because it's got B5, B12, B2, I think B9. Basically, the B family. It's inside. It's got
taurine as well.
Oh yeah, it's got taurine. It's got.
What's taurine now? What's taurine? What's the properties of taurine? What's the
taurine? So you buy a can of Monster, it says taurine on it. Now again, for all adults, we'll be honest, what you're drinking is not natural taurine. It's basically
you're about to test on about the bull spunk stuff, aren't you? Taurine.
Basically, natural taurine. Basically, that's why the bull is the way it is, through natural taurine. Whereas the taurine that you get from it, because it creates the natural taurine, but the natural taurine you get from it,
right,
would obviously through the sperm, it's got other stuff inside it, and then it's obviously spliced up. That's why it's broken when it's capped. But the natural taurine, what the CMOS has, it builds your body up too.
Yeah, again, energy levels.
Iron.
Levels.
Iron's another reason why your energy goes up. Because
iron levels. Yeah, it's a good metal to have, and it's a good metal to have in your iron. There's good metals and bad metals in there.
To be honest, it's one of the most important nowadays, because if you actually go and look, most people are actually iron deficient now.
Yeah,
that's why loads of people have low blood sugar or anemia, hemoglobin.
They say it's in our cereals, but they put it in chunks so you can't actually digest it. It just cuts away inside, damages your liver and kidneys and wherever else it touches, man. It's bad. Man.
There's another one as well. CMOS actually helps to remove metals from the body. It's
like
a metal. Yeah, a metal detoxifier.
Brilliant.
It can help remove. It can help remove radiation poisoning due to the iodine levels in it.
Yeah, iodine.
So if this Russia starts and World War happens, I'm alright. I've got CMOS. I'll hide in my fridge. Eat the CMOS and I'll be good.
I like that. No. I like that. I do look at things like what they're taking out of our bodies. You know, they take copper out of our bodies. Massive amounts of copper. You're meant to have copper in your body. We're all magnetic beings, and copper's very magnetic. And they use, but they put plastics, the microplastics that they put in your body actually drag the copper out. It actually helps attach to the copper and pull it out of your body. Why do you think they put the lowest denomination of money down as copper? Because they want you to feel like it's not very expensive. It's not very worth it. It's not really worth very much. Actually, yeah, man, they use electromagnetic weapons with copper. They use copper for magnetism, and magnetism is needed for their weapons. So they take all our copper. That's why they're taking your copper boilers. Copper boilers now gone. Copper boilers gone. They used to be the best thing ever. Used to give you copper every day in your water.
Exactly, they're all gone.
There you go, guys. So if you're listening here,
everything's going green. Everything's going electric. Why? Because the big agenda that's being pushed.
It's what what they call it is low economy, but low economy means low electricity, because low economy means low electromagnetic fields, and low electromagnetic fields creates cancer in the body because it creates a low resonating frequency within the cell line. So we can give ourselves energy through alkaline. We can get our bodies in a certain alkaline environment. We fight and beat cancer just like that.
Yes.
The more alkaline your body is, the less inflammation. Now, inflammation is literally one of the biggest keys. Acidity, the pathogens, the bacteria, the viruses, they love the acidity. They love it. And that's why anytime you've got a sore throat or you feel ill and stuff, you start bringing mucus up, because it's within the mucus, it's very, very acidy, the mucus. And that's why they love that stuff. And that's why when you detox, you will find a lot of mucus and stuff coming out.
Yeah, bile comes out, a lot of bile.
That's it.
That's exactly your gallstone, from your gallstone. That's why when me come out all yellow and green, it will.
But it hurts people's throats, because it's the acid. It's the acid that's hitting. Now, then this is one of the reasons why we're doing all this, because I will be showing up. So we'll all really. There's a mission, there's a goal now. By the end of the year, I want to have at least this goddamn country half of them off paracetamol, half of them into the natural way.
Well, we're aiming towards. I think we're aiming towards a spiritual and awakened community right now, because they're the ones that are getting on it. There's somebody eating McDonald's and Costas and Greg's still, but if we can pull them over,
McDonald's. Why do you think the McDonald's is yellow? Because it's psychology. The yellow is people associate yellow with happiness. Yellow, so when you see that gold,
sun, yellow and blue. The yellow and blue.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, man. Happy is gay, and gay is gay. So gay is like this. I want to get into this really quick, so I like to do this. You know that. So, we flipped the word gay to be happy and happy to be gay, yeah, because gay means happy and happy means gay. But now we flipped it to be something else, which is obviously not very. It's nefarious. It's disgusting. It's not right. I'm not saying okay. I say that, but I don't say that in a hateful way. I mean it's the way we always were going to go. You always had to go. And love is love. So if you love the person, you love the person. But you see, when you see that happy symbol, that happy sign, it flips in your mind to make you want to feel happy. But happy now is now attached to gay, and gay is now attached to being gay. So when we say to our child as they're growing up and they get to 7, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, and you're going, "Are you happy? Come on, you're happy. You must be happy." Well, that's you telling them, "Yeah, you must be gay. You must be gay. You must be gay." Because when they've been at school from 0 to 7, they've learned that gay now means happy, and happy means gay.
That's it. It's manipulation. You know, things like MK Ultra, stuff like that. People don't realize how easily you are manipulated.
Yeah, man, it's so easy. Until you start seeing it.
Double meanings, different languages, double meaning. I mean, there you go. I mean, most people don't realize you're using this type of ink. Back in the day, this was ink of death. This is what you sign, just death certificate, blue and purple and all these
red,
colours.
blue and red, yeah. What I say about the purple?
Yeah,
purple's the most royal. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, well, here's one for you. The purple is the crown chakra, and the green is the heart chakra, evergreen. So I try to make everything green. So I try to flip that word around. But you see, violet, which is obviously one of the highest colours, which is purple, is turned to violent and violence. So I flip that word around. Just by changing it ever so slightly, it's still part of the spell. So we're still flipping our minds to be violent, not violent.
We're all under the spell.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't feel I'm under the spell anymore, mate. I think
it went from that being peace to that being something very, very different.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, it's this that's causing all of this stuff, which is why we're doing this, to be able to get rid of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
we are the masters. This is our realm. This isn't yours. This is our realm. We're here to protect. And honestly, if there's anybody with anything, even bloody Parkinson's and stuff, I will do my best to give whatever I can. Anything I can find.
My man. Honestly, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. You're doing fantastic. What I've heard today so far, I mean, I've heard, obviously, we spoke before. We spoke briefly when I first connected with you, and even that was quite eye-opening. But yeah, bro, I can feel that people in here have asked some good questions, and I think that people in here are willing to come and try with your products. So let's get this posted out and get people listening and understanding and detoxing.
Yeah.
And we will help anyone to the best of our ability. So
I can see that, love. Eleanor, we know that, Eleanor. We can tell already you're on that path, and really appreciate it. So, Eleanor, the car that couldn't be driven, Eleanor. Anyway, so I just want to say thank you, guys. Ellie. Well, it's a pleasure to have you on, Eleanor. Ellie. I just want to say thank you for having you on, guys. Thanks for coming and joining us and spreading your knowledge and your products. Let's get some videos up and have some laughs. Let's get.
Yes, we will.
Duck flower
videos.
So, if anyone in here wants to get in touch, if Derek wants to get in touch, or I mean, obviously Dr. Joe's in touch, Michael or Pest Creeper. I've got a lot of people on here from my groups and stuff. I just want to say, if anyone wants to get in touch, please spread the message. Please let people know that there's people out here right now trying their damnedest to get you and everyone else right. Sublime Sea Moss. Don't forget the name.
No false herbs, all real, all authentic.
Thank you, guys. Amazing. If there's anything else you want to say, any products you want to quickly run over before we call it, if anyone wants to ask a question on the podcast to these two lovely people, then get it asked.
I've got one. Guys, I've got one thing. This is something.
So this last one, then. Sure. This better be special. It's the last one. Leave the best for last.
Listen, this is This is special.
Don't cough in it. Come on. We all want germs, but come on.
This bad boy. Now, it's got a crack in there, which
like
makes it absolutely stink.
What is it?
This is called
like
Stinky Toe. This is called Stinky Toe. Now, this is one of the sweetest things you'll ever eat in your life. But the reason it's called Stinky Toe is because it stinks badly in this form. Now, if you were to get one, or if I was to do one, you'd have to crack it open. Now, when you crack it open, it's the inside. The inside looks a bit like fairy, but when you eat it, it's really sweet. This is amazing. This is all natural sugars, no crap, no refined stuff, healthy. And this is something else.
Very good for if you want to switch onto you want to start switching onto a better diet,
yeah.
It's very good because it is sweet, but it's really, really good. It is carbs, but it's really
so it's like a crossover. It's to help you cross over to a degree. It can aid you in.
But it's all natural.
Nice,
so there's no side effects. There's no chemicals in it or nothing. Now, in this form, it looks weird. It looks like a kidney, or it looks like
cockroach. No. From what I can see with his son, it was like a fucking cockroach. Well,
this actually also helps improve lactation in breastfeeding mothers. So, if you're someone who suffers with stuff like that, or somebody who's suffering with breast milk production, this.
Yeah.
I did night. I helped with the night feeds with my little boy. I'm a little girl, but my nipples fucking hell, it took ages. You know what I mean, to get used to it. I'm joking. I'm joking, for fuck's sake. No, I did bottle feed him. I did do half a night feed. Just didn't breastfeed him. Fuck that. But yeah, that's good. Is that?
You know what? I love it. I absolutely love breastfeeding. I do. I don't even. I don't ever ask you to get up. Do I? Because it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Because I've chose to breastfeed. So at the end of the day, I've chosen it to be my responsibility. I don't like pumping. I don't like putting in bottles. I'd rather just do it myself. So it doesn't bother me. Anything like that. I love it. I love it. Anything natural.
Good on you, man. Good on. No, listen, that's exactly what it's about. And find the natural stuff and not the unnatural stuff. I've got Jo on here saying she's going to put her face mask on now. She's putting her face mask on. And Pest Creeper, he says my wife is pregnant, so I'll try it. So sweet. Yeah, man, we've got some extra customers for you already. Let's see how we get on with this natural product, man. It's good.
The one thing I will say, two things. I saw someone say before about hyperpigmentation. Now, I've been reading whilst doing this. Try vitamin C. Try using vitamin C because there is evidence that it can lighten the skin. And obviously, when the melanin, there's so much melanin, and so if you can try using that, see if that helps you. Two.
Right. Okay.
I can't really speak enough about this, but as your wife is pregnant, my partner did have CMOS during pregnancy.
That was my choice, by the way. We do always say check with GP or a health professional just to make sure. That was my choice. I chose to have CMOS, but when I give birth, the midwives actually said to me that it was one of the healthiest placentas that they'd ever seen. And that was my second birth. I never got any of that with my first. I didn't take CMOS or anything through my first. And then I was drinking a lot of herbal tea, taking CMOS. And when I gave birth, they did say it was one of the healthiest placentas that I've ever seen. So I was very happy with that.
They actually eat the placenta, don't they? Joe's not as great as that. It shows what you've worked on yourself, doesn't it? So that there is a testament to what you've done. That's your natural immunity for your child is your placenta, and they actually state that you should leave the placenta attached up to 4 days for your child to gain all the nutrients.
Let all the energy, let the blood flow through, and then when all the vitamins and stuff is gone, that's when you do it.
Medjool dates is really, really good to take at the end of your pregnancy as well because it can help with labour.
And I did that.
Medjool dates.
Oh, Medjool dates. Yeah, well, they say that it's good for. They say it's good for what they call it, a laxative. So I can imagine it loosens down there in general. So man, good tip. Good tip. That good tip. I eat dates every day. To be fair, I try and find the best ones I can. I say every day as often as I can, but if I can't find good ones, I won't eat them. But mostly I eat them every day, and it's they're really good for you. I feel the difference, and they got a lot of natural DMT in them, natural DMT as well in them.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's see what else. Just see what everyone else is putting now, and then we'll call it a day. But how much vitamin C?
It's not. Do you know what? It's not because I'm selling this though. But Jesus Christ, you know when you put this on,
that does massively cool your face.
I'm on it. It's cool. Yeah. I feel like I've had an accident. so anyway, right. So someone put, can you go off bowel tolerance and lotus birth? Someone's put, yeah. What ideal time should be left before cutting the cord? They say 4 days, don't they? Say up to 4 days. You know,
yeah.
and
Basically, you'll know because the placenta, you can see the color of the blood, right? Now, when it's completely drained, it goes like an opaque, like a bit see-through, like basically it looks a bit like that type of color
so it's
because there's nothing
drained
left.
out.
That's it. So it's like if you saw a heart which has been completely drained of blood, it goes like this because there's nothing there. That's the color it's meant to go. So, and you're meant to wait for it. Now, not obviously midwives not be taste to do it straight away, but no, I would, if you're gonna go the natural way, do as natural as possible. Just leave it, let it go through, let your child get the. You can see if you have one child born at the exact same time as another, and if that child has that placenta, the difference it makes is unbelievable.
Massive.
It is harder, it is, but the best things in life are always hard. Like it is better to go the natural way. Even to pushing the placenta out, you can have a needle which can make that easier. I chose not to, and it wasn't as hard as people make out. It's definitely better to go the natural. Talking about children.
Yeah,
I'm pretty proud of you, to be honest with you. So I'm glad. I'm sure you're pretty proud. Because it can't be the easiest thing for going through birth as it is, but obviously going through birth and then doing the extra chores and doing the extra bits that other people don't normally do, not because they don't want it, just because they don't know, but to be mindfully knowing that you're doing that, and it's going to be an extra stress and strain on you to do that as well whilst you've got this newborn. Well, that's off to you massively.
Thank you.
So and we should be saying that to all women, shouldn't we, in the future? We should be saying that all. Well done, thank you.
The one thing I'm sort of learning more. Well, a lot more than I used to. We do need women. Without women, we wouldn't be here. You know.
I know that.
Thank God. Yin and the yang, you know what I'm saying?
Thank God. Yeah, man, thank God for women. Thank God for women, man.
It is that. Do thank God because, to be honest, it's hard nowadays as well because the society we live in, the family unit being destroyed.
Yeah,
so women are not acting like women and men are not acting like men no more. It's sort of crossed.
Yeah, man. Well, it has inversion. It's inversion, and it men have become women and women become men.
I remember seeing something a while ago, and it was basically a lot of the times when society collapses, gender and stuff like this is brought into the mix for some reason, and the way people act. And
well, this is what we call cancel culture, bro. They've cancelled women out. They're trying to cancel women out.
This is what we call liberals. This is what we call snowflakes. This is what we call politics. This is all this bad wrapped up into one. This cancel culture is one of the worst things that's ever happened, ever.
Well, it was always going to happen. It was always going to happen. That's the thing. But it was also one of the best things that could happen because when it happened, people started to wake up. All the things that have destroyed us are also going to create us. All the things that we've tolerated for this long, we've tolerated to get our patience, to find patience, but also to find that we don't have to be so tolerant. But I do believe that as soon as they cancel women out, which is what they're trying to do now, obviously they're trying to make it so men can give birth and that we can have wombless births. And as soon as they do that, well, there's no balance in life then, and it's all about the man, and that's why they say Lucifer is man and man is Lucifer.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know what?
Men were made for a reason, and women were made for a reason. That's what I believe.
Yeah, for me, the man, the way it's always been. The woman is here to show the man how to love, as the man is here how to show the woman how to be strong. You know, because a lot of times women come from an emotional side, whereas men come from
masculine, physical.
That's
physical
it. The man
side.
does, then thinks. The woman thinks, then does.
Yeah,
so,
you know.
Yeah,
men.
Yeah.
So anyway, before we go, mate, I don't need to get on with this because my phone's going dead in a minute. So, my mate's put, what are the herbs you use for the placenta bag with lotus birth? If you can quickly answer that one.
The placenta bag. Herbs you can use. I will find out now.
Right, and the Michael says I'm expecting in November. My missus is expecting in November. That's why I'm asking. That's what they're expecting then. And Nigella sativa oil, great for skin and pigmentation. I combine Sublime Sea Moss. I combine the Sublime Sea Moss mask with an oil mix of black seed oil, hemp oil, coconut oil, and jojoba oil. I send you some. I'll send some jams. I'll send some gems. So gems. I'll send some gems. So
yes,
that's
Joe. That. Now, let's see. So I'll have a little read here now. Let's see. Now, if you have a little look at this, a mama tea. This is so. We could actually probably make this when we get the stuff. 2 parts chamomile, hibiscus, rose petal, lavender flower, rose hips, lemon balm leaf, all good stuff. We've actually got stuff as well. Blue vervain, that could be a good one too.
There you go. There's an answer for you there, Michael. If you need to get hold of him on Instagram, Sublime Sea Moss, and just ask away any questions you might want to ask and anything you might need.
We're here 24/7 for any question, and even if we don't know it, I will go away, find the house, and come back to you. Always.
Yes, we all learning. That's what we are learning on this journey as well. But we will always try and find the answers for anyone to help anyone. And we will always make sure we, find the proper information to help.
Basically, because that's the thing. Information is power, and there's not enough of it being given to people. So
we want to be on this journey with everyone as well. So we can all go on this journey together.
If anyone on this podcast knows of any information they can give to these two to help them on their journey, then by all means get in touch with them, because obviously we all need to help each other out. And some people are doing CMOS in other parts of the world, other parts of the country. If you see this, please once again give them a bit of advice, because it'll help them and help you.
That's it. And if we can help you with anything, we will. Honestly, there is room for everybody to succeed. There's room for everybody to be happy and be wealthy and be whatever you want to be. We just have to do it together. We're all one.
Well, guys, I think on that we need to call it a day and say, mate, thank you very much for your time, Eleanor. Ellie and James, keep doing what you're doing, guys.
No, it's been a pleasure.
And I'll be in touch with you later on. I'll get this picture up of this face mask on him shortly and get some reviews up. But guys, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Thanks for listening. This has been thank you, darling. This has been Smudger's The Missing Piece podcast. That's Ellie and James. Good night. God bless. Ciao.
Bye.
See you soon.